is an individual I've heard speak several times. Although he's not been with the club a long time, he's got some very good speaking skills. Something we all can learn from. So, our first speaker is Corey Graham. His speech title is Talk is Cheap. Talk is Cheap, Corey Graham.
We can do better than that. How we doing? Let's talk about it. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The title of my speeches tonight is called Talk is Cheap. Now, as humans, we make decisions every single day. Thousands of decisions. What to eat, what to wear, which way I'm going to take to work, what I want to have for lunch, who am I going to take out on a date this weekend. We make so many decisions every single day. The decisions that we make essentially are a reflection of what it is that we either want or become. But keeping in mind that time in itself continues to go on each and every day. And when we make a decision, some form of action must follow. But when we make a decision, would you agree there's some form of return on investment as a result of that decision made? As a result of the action that we take. But if we make a decision and there is no action, what is the return on investment? I remember back when I was a teenager, I was walking down the street with me and my friends, maybe 13 or 14 or so. Summer day, hot, enjoying time out of school. Got my basketball, we're walking down the street together, we're talking. I lived on a military base, so essentially all of the housing was pretty standard, somewhat townhouse-like. As I was walking past the door, me and a friend of mine, we were talking, and we looked, and we saw this little baby standing at the door. Now, we all know when we see a baby, we go, oh, look at the cute little baby. So cute. We're standing there admiring his innocence. We were looking at how beautiful the baby was as we were walking by. But moments later, we noticed the door flung open. And all of a sudden, this huge dog comes flying out. Woo, 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 woo! I had to make a decision. Either I was going to make it home with all of my limbs that day, or I was going to be that dog's dinner. Not to mention the dog obviously liked dark meat. I make one step forward, I take another step to my left, and I dash across the street. And as I'm running, I'm embracing the moment. I have no idea what's going to happen. And so I jumped over this fence into another house. And so I turned around, and all of a sudden, I see this dog's face. It was a huge rock wall. I mean, drool flying out from both sides of his face. And he's just barking, upset and frustrated because he didn't get a taste of me. I had a decision to make. A split-second decision. There wasn't much time for me to weigh my options. Should I run or should I not? I didn't have that much time. And folks, tonight, when we make a decision, some form of action must follow. The time that we spend after making a decision and action does not follow is time wasted. Why? Because time will continue to go forward, whether we decide to act upon it or not. Soldier once told me, a really good friend of mine, who served 2 tours over in Afghanistan. He said, the time it takes from when I make a decision and then follow that with action is a matter of life and death. I can decide, but if my action doesn't follow, the return on investment for me is my life. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, tonight, when we make a decision, we have to act on it. Let's decide to do something. Let's decide to not overindulge in negative thinking. Let's decide that we will never remain on the ground after we've been knocked down. Let's not waste time to embrace false evidence appear real. Instead, let's turn that around. I do something after a decision is made. I'd rather overindulge myself in positive thinking. Instead, I want to not spend much time on the ground after I get knocked down. I want to get up. And I want to embrace the possibility that anything and everything can happen. Realize that every single day, the decisions that we make and the action that does not follow is a missed opportunity. It's a missed chance to experience something in our life that we all want. We all want better in our lives, right? We all want to experience something great. We all want to experience something that motivates us and inspires us. We all want to gain something of which we can pass on to others. But if we decide to do the opposite, we will be done for. Decide today, either you're going to be done for or you're going to get it done. The thing that stands between us and an opportunity is action. Actions speak louder than words. Talk is cheap, but it's even more expensive if we make a decision and no actions to follow. Mr. Toastmasters.